My name is Joyce Matarese, and I'd like to share a little bit of my story with everyone out there. Back in 2003, December 30th, my husband and I were building our dream home, and he decided to go outside and cut down a 40-foot tree, which it shouldn't have happened, but the tree fell on me and I was paralyzed instantly. I thought that I could find and have the support of my husband, but when this happened, it didn't take long for my husband to decide that he wanted to move on with his life. 3 weeks later, he was talking about wanting to date. I hadn't even come home from the hospital yet, or had my first surgery of 4 surgeries. I decided when I did come home, which was 6 months later, I decided I would never give up through this whole ordeal. I kept strong in my mind and my body, even though I did not have the support of my husband. He had already moved on. He was there in body, but never in mind and in his heart. I came home and I decided I was going to start therapy. I've been to 27 rehabs already, out of state, in state. When I was up, I found a place up in Michigan that had these special braces. They were made for me. I went up there and I ended up living there for 2 years in a hotel, taking therapy, 3 hours a day, 4 days a week, fighting to walk in these regular braces. And then they told me, well, you'll never be able to really go out and be free in these braces on your own, because if you fall, you'll never be able to get up, no matter what your age. So I decided I had to find another way. So I heard about people going over to Russia for stem cell implants. So then I took myself to Russia. I flew over there 8 times, all on my own, spent 2 to 3 weeks at a clip there, getting stem cell implants and taking therapy, to no avail. It turned out at the end of my visits, it didn't help me. I still was in the chair and I'm still paralyzed. It took me on another journey. By now, my husband and I were going through a horrendous divorce, which dragged on for 6 years. And I kept strong. I never gave up. I was never vicious. I was never mean. I tried to see his side. I know he felt bad in the very beginning, which was maybe the first week or 2, but after that, he had no compassion for me at all. He was actually unhappy and sad about the fact that I survived. He was hoping I would have died, because he said he was now stuck with a cripple. But I decided I had to move on and stay strong, so I moved on with my life. We went through the divorce. It ended by 2010. We were both free of each other. I was living in the house we had built, still taking therapy, still fighting, still finding other ways. My next trying to walk was taking acupuncture. I did that for over 4 years, every single week, sometimes driving 2 hours one way to a doctor just to get acupuncture. But that didn't seem to help. There were some changes, but not enough. Now I'm living up in Jacksonville, and I moved up here to walk in these other special braces, exoskeleton. And I'm trying my best to see if this is going to help me. But I found through this whole ordeal, you can never give up. You have to stay strong. You have to stay focused. And you have to have your faith. That is what has sustained me through this terrible ordeal that I dealt with. Because when this happened, there wasn't anything I couldn't do. I was an athlete. I was a hunter, a fisherman, a cross-country skier, a golfer, a tennis player, a hiker, a lap swimmer. And some of those things, even after I was injured, I was still doing. I played tennis in the chair, I played golf. I can still swim in a pool, not the way I want to, but I can still swim. But the bottom line is, you have to keep strong. Never let anything stop you. Don't let anything hold you back. And know there's always a chance out there. There's God in this world, and there's miracles happening every day. People are coming back from things they never thought they could come back from. And all of this is what keeps me going, keeps me strong. And I've been very fortunate to be surrounded by loving, caring people. So many people have been motivated by me, and I've tried to reach out to people. Even here where I live, I try to motivate people. And my story is even in a book. And a lot of people have read my book and have told me they have been humbled by my story. So I just want to say, I wish everyone out there well, and the bottom line is, don't ever give up. Keep going forward. Keep your mind and body and your heart strong, and you will survive, as I have. Thank you.